Hello, I'm Richard Ridge. We're at Sardi's for the opening night celebration for the new Broadway musical called The Story of My Life, which is playing at the Booth Theater. It stars Will Chase and Malcolm Getz. It features music and lyrics by Neil Bartram, a book by Brian Hill, and is directed by Tony Award winner Richard Maltby Jr.
Swirling round and around in a magical Christmas Eve. The way they did then, back when we were just 10, all our angels again in the snow.
Lots of stories about friendships of women, but with men, that's always this danger area. You know, are you? There's a gay story, and then there are, jock camaraderie. But there's a whole lot of stuff in the middle, and it's a love story. Friendships are love stories, aren't they? Really.
Mrs. Remington, our first grade teacher, made elementary school a better place. But her single most disturbing feature was the coarse black hair on her face. Maybe she was menopausal, lack of estrogen will cause a lot of odd conditions, some acute. The irony would never face her namesake of a famous razor, and to be so facially hirsute. But Mrs. Remington smiled, and she would brighten my day. Back then, a teacher hugged you to make you feel okay, though my face sorta stung from Mrs. Remington's beard. When she held me, my problems disappeared.
It's a really diversified audience, and what we find is every audience reacts drastically differently to the show. And you'll find that pockets of the audience will find something funny, while other pockets of the audience will find something else funny. It's what we're learning is that people tend to apply their own story to the piece and therefore react to it in very, very different but very personal ways. And I think that's thrilling. That's what theater should do.
What makes you chase the river towards the ocean? Then the breeze told him a most amazing thing. I'm simply made up of the currents in the air that start from the movement of your wing. Your tiny wing, you're a butterfly, my friend, powerful and strong, and I'm grateful for the way you've always hurried me along. When you flap your wings to stretch yourself, it might seem small to you, but you change the world with everything you do.
Well, with my relationship with Brian and collaborating with Brian, is we're also life partners, so that doesn't hurt. I mean, we understand each other. We have a shorthand, and I think one of the reasons that works is because I write music and lyrics, and he writes books, and so we have our delineated tasks that are separate. I think if we were in the same room all the time, we'd probably kill each other. But because we have, I can go off and write a song and be by myself, and he can go off and write some scene work, and then we what we do is we do show and tell, and we present our stuff to each other, and so we're always the first audience for the other one's work, and there's nothing like that, sharing that with somebody that you care so much about.
Just admit, Tom, you expected more. But isn't this refreshing? This is it, Tom. Sure, it's nothing like the picture on the box, and no secrets exist in some moment you missed. Just accept that sometimes pieces might not fit, and that's okay. 'Cause all that you needed, Tom, is here, all around us. This is it.
My character is a bit of a stick in the mud, and is a famous writer, and Alvin, Malcolm's character, kind of steers him through these flashbacks and kind of opens up his heart, because Alvin is a very open vessel and open heart, and eventually gets Thomas to open up his heart, and that's what the hour-and-a-half journey is.
Aside from the two most powerful things I can say are that the audiences are moved and that I have already been changed. I really don't want to sound pretentious, but I say this genuinely. I've been changed. I've learned more about myself from playing this part already. It's that kind of piece that it really encourages you to examine your life and to not take people for granted. I think it sort of encourages us all to be a little bit more careful with the people that we love.
Every Christmas Eve, we'd make angels in the snow. And every year we'd watch them disappear.
They disappear.
But I know that they'll return. And though the years may come and go, when I need to have them with me, they'll be here. They'll be here.